Greetings from the studio. This is your captain speaking. Aviate Nate here. Let me tell you how I became a pilot in my 40s. Because if I can do it, you absolutely can too.
Clear to land, runway 21, Mooney 58 X-ray.
Growing up, I was around aviation from the start. My dad worked for Eastern Airlines as a mechanic, and we flew a lot as a family. I got used to the smells, the sounds, the atmosphere of commercial aviation. And, like most 80s kids, I'd seen Top Gun. But oddly enough, I never seriously considered becoming a pilot. Fast forward a few decades, I'd logged countless hours in flight simulators, always wondering what a real small airplane would be like. Just before my 39th birthday, I finally said, okay, let's find out. I booked a discovery flight at a small airport near home, and on October 8th, 2019, the instructor sat me in the left seat. I did my first takeoff in a real plane, and I was hooked. From that point on, I was on a mission. I trained at Jet Air in Galesburg, Illinois, a Part 61 flight school, which gave me flexibility to train on my own schedule. I started this YouTube channel to document the process and share it with all of you. I flew Cessna 172s like so many other pilots have before me. Simple, stable, forgiving, and perfect for learning. Flight training as an adult was hard. I think learning anything new at 39 feels more intense, but especially for me, flying. You're juggling aerodynamics, radio work, weather, systems, navigation, all while learning to control a machine in 3 dimensions. I had to drive an hour each way to the airport, and I spent long nights doing paper flight plans with my trusty E6B and sectional charts. It felt like old school pilot work, and it was good experience, but these days you better believe I use ForeFlight. And here's the part that still stings a little. I failed my first check ride attempt. Not the flying part, the oral exam. I missed a tricky question about airspace, and we never even made it to the airplane. I was crushed, but I regrouped, studied even harder, and came back determined. This time, we flew. It was January in the Midwest, so I faced ice, winds, simulated engine failures, a full slip to landing with no flaps, and I did it. And when the examiner said, "Nate, you're a pilot," I was really glad to be wearing sunglasses, if you know what I mean. Getting that certificate wasn't just about learning to fly. It was about doing something challenging and completely different at a stage of life when a lot of people stop pushing themselves. It boosted my confidence, it opened doors, and it led me to start this channel. I've been lucky enough to share aviation with my family. I've taken my mom and dad on flights. I've flown my brothers, and yes, even our 2 cats. I haven't convinced everyone to hop in yet, but I'm working on it. If you've been thinking about learning to fly, don't overthink it. Just book a discovery flight. Sit in the left seat. Feel what it's like to hold the controls. I promise you'll never forget it. Then, if you're like me and you still can't stop thinking about it, find an instructor. Get your medical early before you start spending a lot of money, and expect to fly more than the minimum. I needed nearly 70 hours. The whole process cost me around $16,000, and every penny was worth it. If you have questions about the process or need a reassuring nudge, you can find me in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. Until the next one, this is Aviate Nate, and you can be my wingman anytime.
Clear to land, runway 21, Mooney 58 X-ray.